Now, Korea's growth forecast for the year has been revised down by a state-run economic think tank due in large part to sluggish domestic consumption in the wake of the Sewol-ho ferry disaster. The Korea Development Institute's downward revision has raised red flags at another economic institution. Our Ji-yeon has this report.
Slow recovery following sluggish domestic consumption is prompting institutions to slash their growth projection for the Korean economy. Much of it has to do with consumers spending less after the Sewol-ho ferry disaster in April, which the Korea Economic Research Institute says has raised red flags.
Forecasts for private consumption and household spending fell, and they're not expected to pick up anytime soon. Private consumption has not increased in the past 2 quarters, as it was fueled by negative consumer sentiment following the Sewol-ho disaster.
The state-run economic policy think tank, the Korea Development Institute, has cut the country's growth forecast to 3.7% this year, down 0.2 percentage point from previous estimates. Finance Minister Hyun also voiced concerns that a freeze in consumer sentiment could slow down the Korean economy. Retail and leisure sectors were among those most affected by the ferry incident, according to reports by the Bank of Korea released on Wednesday. A need to contain this sentiment from further spreading into the corporate circle is gaining weight, as it could add uncertainties hampering business investments. Senior researcher of the KERI, Pyongyang suggests getting a verdict on some 300 bills stalled at the National Assembly concerning labor laws that could make it harder for employers to lay off employees and shorten working hours. Ji-yeon, Arirang News.